Florabelle is our new hero inside AFK Journey, and despite her charming appearance, this character is actually a warrior class hero dealing physical damage from the Wilder faction, boasting a 5-tile range. And she specializes in supporting summoned characters on the allies team, and she herself has up to 3 summons that she can call upon, known as Petroleum, with the names of Smashy, Swifty, and Spiny. So in this video, we're gonna give you a look at her skills, her combat animations, and also some possible teams that she might work in. So let's get into it. Her ultimate ability is Pounding Blow. Now this ability has a passive and an active portion. Passively, at the start of battle, she will summon Spiny to the battlefield to attack enemies with basic attacks. Now if Spiny is defeated, it will return to the pod and rejoin the battle after 10 seconds. Next, when she actively uses her ultimate ability, Florabelle will summon Smashy to a select tile, which will then deal damage and knock up enemies in adjacent tiles. Smashy will then stay on the field, inheriting a large amount of HP, attacking enemies with normal attacks. However, Smashy does take 100% extra damage when under control effects. And if Smashy is already on the field when Florabelle casts her ultimate ability, she will remove all debuffs from Smashy and restore the HP to full, and then command Smashy to do a ground smash, once again dealing damage and knocking up those adjacent enemies. Her next ability is Overgrowth with a 14-second cooldown. For this ability, she's going to turn one of her summons into a giant for a limited period of time. Now, while transformed into a giant, they will gain extra haste and life drain. However, if multiple of her summons are on the field at the same time, the order of priority will be Smashy, then Swifty, then Spiny. Her next ability is Tiny Sharpshooter. Now this one has a 9-second cooldown, and she is going to summon Swifty to the back of the battlefield with a 6-tile range, dealing damage based on Florabelle's attack. Now casting this skill again while Swifty is already on the field will cause Swifty to use the rapid fire ability, unleashing 8 arrows at random targets. However, if Swifty is defeated, it cannot be summoned back to the battlefield for another 10 seconds. Ascending Florabelle to Legendary Plus will unlock her Hero Focus, which is going to increase her attack all the time and increase her attack additionally when at least 2 of her summons are on the field. Reaching Mythic Plus will unlock Florabelle's exclusive equipment with the ability Protective Blessing, and this is where she can start having synergy with other teammates. For this one, she's going to grant a natural blessing to allied summons upon their entrance into the battlefield. This includes summons that are summoned by other allies, giving them a shield which is able to absorb damage based on her own attack. And finally, at Supreme Plus, we unlock Florabelle's final passive, Enhanced Force. For this one, all of her personal summons will gain immunity to control effects, which has fantastic synergy with Smashy, who normally does take 100% extra damage when being controlled. However, that is no longer an issue. Now, when we look at her as a standalone unit, she can be subbed into a lot of different teams as a tech unit to help control the enemies, but also distract them. Due to the fact that she has 2 melee ranged summons, they can actually absorb some of the attacks that would have otherwise been taken by her allies, whilst also controlling enemies with that amazing ultimate ability. However, once we do get her to Mythic Plus, this is where she will really start to shine, and she will synergize super well with any allied character that has summons. Most notably, an already incredibly powerful hero that every player has at least 1 copy of, and that is Cecilia. Cecilia's ultimate ability, which then summons Mr. Carlisle, who acts as a tank for the team in a lot of situations. He is now going to be provided with that Mythic Plus shield from Florabelle, allowing him to tank, last longer, and also deal more damage, which is an absolute fantastic effect to have. So that is going to be it for our first look at Florabelle, our first new character inside AFK Journey for the global launch of the game. And once again, don't be misled by her appearance. This character is a warrior who will dish out damage and summon her minions to do her bidding. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.